Hi, Randy Ora with Berkshire Hathaway. I am standing in front of the entrance to the world-famous Montage Resort in Laguna Beach. I recently took a listing in a very exclusive community known as the Montage Ocean Estates. It's an enclave of 13 very exclusive homes, of which 7 are oceanfront. I am the middle property on the oceanfront street, number 7 Montage Way, and we're just about ready to bring it on the market. I'm going to rewind the clock a couple months ago because at that time I discussed with the seller the things that I would like to have done in preparation for the home coming on the market. We live one way, we sell another way, and it was important for me to have that home in absolutely pristine condition. It's priced at $32 million, and at that price point, you can't afford to be second best. It's like a beauty contest. You got to get the nails, the hair, the makeup, everything's got to be done. And when you pull back the curtain, it has to be perfect. Again, I'm going to roll back the curtain. I'm going to show you some before and after of things that we wanted done to make sure that the home is now perfect to go on the market. Let's take a look at 7 Montage Way. We are now entering the main entrance to the Montage Resort to the left. And if we make a right-hand turn, we're going to go down this very inconspicuous street that drives down to a collection of 13 very exclusive single-family homes known as the Ocean Estates at Montage, or the Montage Ocean Estates. To the right is the top street. There's only 13 homes in this collection, of which 7 are oceanfront. My newest listing at number 7 Montage Way is on the oceanfront street, literally in the middle of the street, with 3 homes to the left, 3 homes to the right, and my newest listing, priced at $32 million, is dead center, thus front row, center stage. You can see it straight ahead, and we're going to take a look. So we're here at 7 Montage Way, my newest listing here in Laguna Beach. Several months ago when I saw this property for the first time, it was beautiful. But we live one way and we sell another way, and I wanted to get this property in absolute pristine condition. I'm going to roll the clock back 2 or 3 months, show you some before footage of what the property was like, of things that I needed or wanted fixed. The seller worked with me on those projects, and we were able to get the property in the condition that you're going to see it now. So let's go inside, take a look at 7 Montage before and after. Welcome to 7 Montage. This privacy door here leads to this glass bridge that'll actually take you to the entry door of the home. Walking on this glass bridge, we're in the middle of refurbishing all of this. The handrail is wooden, it's weathered. We're going to be refinishing the handrail on the top. All of the metal members of the bridge have been taken off for dismantling and cleaning and refinishing. The glass is actually going to be replaced. We're replacing all the glass because it should be transparent. And just because of the few years that it's been in place, it has deteriorated and it's not picture perfect how I want it. So my recommendation and what we're doing is replacing all of this glass. It'll be a crane here for 2 days, delivering the glass to this area and the backyard as well. So a couple, 3 months ago, this bridge was not in the condition that you see it now. All of these metal railings were taken off, all of the fittings were taken off and polished. This top handrail was refinished, repainted, installed again. The glass has all been replaced with that crane that you saw, bringing all these glass panels in. In my world, the first impression is the most important impression. So we're now in the backyard with this beautiful infinity edge pool and the glass deck. The glass deck is also going to be replaced. There are 8 glass panels here, plus the bridge, a complex network of scaffolding underneath, and I'm going to take you downstairs and show you what we're doing there. But this little project, just to get this home ready, is $250,000. We're spending $250,000 on just the replacement of the glass. We want this home to be perfect. So all of this glass deck is new. This is 25 by 12. All of these pieces had to be craned in and replaced. Later on, I'm going to show you the atrium that's below, which was also part of our project, but this is all new. This glass deck was very expensive to have replaced, but it's something that the seller actually decided she wanted to do, and I was in total agreement, of course. So another thing that we're going to be doing is all these speaker covers and these lights that are not in perfect condition. When we're at this price range of $32 million, the home has to be exceptional, and I have a very careful eye in watching for things like this that I want to be absolutely perfect. These will all be either refinished or replaced. We're in the process of doing that now. So when this home is on the market, even the most discriminating buyer can't find a flaw. So 2 or 3 months ago, many of these lights weren't lighting, and the speakers needed to be refinished, and the light fixtures were actually replaced at the end of the day. And it's important because many buyers are going to want to see the property at night, and this all had to be functional, working, and looking great, and you can see now that it is in that condition. So if you remember when we were outside, I said we live one way and we sell another, and it's very true. As beautiful as the furnishings and furniture is within this home, and very expensive, the seller and I discussed that the best approach would be to have the home professionally staged. I'm going to take you through the home and show you some particulars of things that we need to do, but the next time you see this home, it'll be professionally staged and look absolutely beautiful. So one of the things that the seller and I spoke about was staging the property. You know, we live one way and we sell another way, I always say. And to have a property, especially in this price range, professionally staged, I'm a believer in staging. In lower price points, maybe not so much, but in this price point, I think professional staging is important. The company that did this for me is Pacific Staging. They did an awesome job. The entire property is professionally staged. It really makes a difference. This property has 6 sets of disappearing folding or track doors. These have to be lubricated and cleaned frequently, and quite honestly, they've been ignored for a little while. So we're gonna make sure that these are operational so that even the lightest touch will open and close these. We can't afford for any drag, not at this price range. One of the reasons the doors were so important to me, not only the operation of the doors, but the fact of the matter is, we're gonna be opening the doors to this property for every showing. There are nearly a dozen doors, almost every room, actually every room towards the back of the house, and almost every room has doors that open up. Folding doors, disappearing doors, sliding doors. The reason for it is this home is perfect for an oceanfront community, especially when you can open it up like it is here. This is a 20-foot span that opens up to the Pacific Ocean and Catalina Island. The views don't get any better than this. To a naive eye, one wouldn't really realize what wallpaper this is or what wall treatment this is. This is extremely expensive and all custom and handmade, made to order. Just to give you an idea, this panel is 2 sections wide, and from floor to ceiling, just these 2 panels, floor to ceiling is $1,200, materials only. You calculate how much there is in materials throughout the home in this gorgeous wall covering. There was no expense spared to build this home. So unfortunately, somebody had an accident that started here, traveled and damaged this panel, continued here, damaged this panel, and finally landed here with this impact. I'm gonna have to have this fixed. It took a little bit of research to find out that this is Maya Romanoff, a very high-end wall covering company, which is why I'm familiar with all of the costs, because I had to order enough to fix this, and it'll be fixed because we just can't market the home with this damage here. It'll be fixed, it'll be perfect when we're done. So some of the repairs were inevitable. This was the replaced area. I'm telling you that I cannot tell where the repair was done, which was very important to me. So not only is it expensive wall treatment to begin with, having the right installers, and I have access to the finest tradespeople in this area. They did a phenomenal job of repairing the scratches that were on this wall. So happy with that. Part of the repair with the bridge and the decking outside where the pool was involves this scaffolding that's going to be necessary for the repair. When we get done with the deck repair, the next thing is going to be to refinish this floor. This is an outdoor-indoor workout room with gorgeous floor, but it needs to be refinished. And again, my refinishers will be sanding in the direction of the grain, very painstaking process, restaining, refinishing this entire lower level. You can't see it now, but when I bring you back, we can actually look into the pool from this room. You can't see it, but that whole wall above the scaffolding is glass, and we actually look into the swimming pool. I'll show you that later once we get all the scaffolding taken out. So this is probably the coolest room in the entire home. Actually, I'd be hard pressed to say. There's a lot of close seconds and thirds, but this room is exceptional. It's an indoor-outdoor atrium. We're located underneath that glass deck from above. I told you I would be showing you this. Also is this glass window that looks into the pool. I've never seen anything quite like that before, so quite a unique feature. But this room is very, very peaceful, very tranquil. It's an indoor-outdoor, I call it a Zen type atrium. The floors, if you remember, needed a lot of work. They were weathered, they didn't look great. This now looks like fine furniture. So when we're talking about the exterior or curb appeal, we have to make sure it is the absolute best when we pull back the curtain. When the buyers pull up to this house, I want it to look spectacular. So owning a home like this on the ocean front, you have to pay extreme attention to the hand-stained wood. In order to refinish the exterior of this home, the people that I hired are going to be sanding in the direction of the grain, believe it or not. This is a painstaking hand process that's just necessary to be done. This will look spectacular when we're finished. So when a buyer pulls up to a property like this, they're looking through the lens of the most discriminating buyer. And I don't blame them. At any price range, the buyer's money is important to the buyer, but in this price range, when you're going to be spending $30+ million on a home, it's got to look great. This was all refinished by hand. The entire property was redone. All of the wood exterior now looks like fine furniture. Nothing short of fine furniture finish on the exterior of this home. I love it. This property has so many unique features, like this wine tasting room that will hold probably 500+ bottles of wine. I will post at the end of this video a link to a feature video showing a complete property tour so you can really enjoy 7 Montage Way. For the purpose of this video, I want to impress upon you the seller. If you're going to sell a property, we live one way and we sell another way. Even a property like this needed to transform from how we live to how we sell. That's my specialty, is getting a home in that selling condition where even the most discriminating buyer won't have any questions about the home and will actually be overly impressed about the home. We have only one chance to make a first impression. We need to do it the right way. This does it for 7 Montage Way. If you're thinking of selling, please reach out. I'd love to help you. Randy Ora with Berkshire Hathaway, changing lives one home at a time.